Alright, so let's meet the ogress. See what she's all about. I saved the game, right? Just in case I didn't. And let's walk in. It's kind of creepy. Two witches had two watches. Which witch would watch which watch? Which watch would which watch? Is that too witchy-watchy for you? Let's look at that spider. Is that a smile on that spider's face? Let's look at that pot. There's a lot of something cooking away in that huge black cauldron. The smell is awful, the color is sickening, and you don't even want to know what's being prepared for dinner. Alright, let's check this place out. Whoa! Look, pets, we have a visitor! Powers of night, shadows of day, heed now my words, henceforth you stay. Your body is frozen by the power of the witch's spell. Well, dearies, what shall we have for supper today? Hero sandwiches? I had something more formal in mind. Ah, that's it. Frog legs fricassee. Now, how does that spell go? Hear me, O powers of Clatha and Mana. Turn now my guest into a species called Rana. Ooh, I'm frogged. I learned that spell from Erasmus, kids. Doesn't it look delicious? Be still! Critics. We can all be gourmands, I suppose. Oh, now soon to be supper. I don't suppose you have a name? You try your best to croak out your name, or at least let the witch know that you do indeed have one. So you're the one who's trying to be a hero around here. The only good hero's a dead hero, I always say. But I do have a need for a brave fool. Are you brave? Yes. You make little froggy sounds, trying best to indicate your agreement. Well, if you're willing to do a small, little, teensy favor for me, I might reconsider having you for supper. I need the root of a mandrake plant that grows in the graveyard. Will you be a sweet and fetch me some? Yes. Anything but frog legs fricassee, you think. You croak your agreement to the task. And I had my mouth watering for frog. Oh well. Hear what I say, and hear me right. Mandrake must be pulled at precisely midnight. This I tell you, and this I say, return with the root ere the break of next day. Hear what I say, and know I don't lie. Bring back the root, or else you will die. Now, you shoot. From a distance you hear the witch intone. Oops, I nearly forgot. Hear me, O powers of mana and more. Turn this fool back as he was before. As you contemplate the occurrences of the last few minutes, you conclude that you'd best better find her some mandrake root, and fast. No. So, just to clear all of that up. That root that we saw in the graveyard was indeed the mandrake root, and the reason we didn't pull it was because, like the witch said, you do indeed have to pull it at exactly midnight, or else it will wither and die in your hands, and you're screwed. However, if you do pull the root before you're supposed to, you're not completely screwed, you just have to wait a day, and it will grow back. But, since I wanted to do it somewhat soon, I didn't pull it at that moment. Ugh. So what I'm doing now is I'm going back to Arena's piece so I can grab some flowers. And then I'm going to run to the healer, and I am going to give her all of the spell components for the quest that I have been gathering throughout the day. Doesn't let you run on this screen. I have everything I need for the thing that the healer is going to make for me, with the exception of one thing that I'm going to have to grab tonight when I'm pulling the mandrake root. So now that I'm here, I'll eat some fruit, take some flowers, and run away. Hopefully I can get to the healer before she closes her shop, which should be fairly easy. Go back to walking. And if we're lucky, we also might be able to hit up Bruno. Come on in! You say to the healer, I have been to visit the Dryad of the Woods. By the way, guys, this is the only time you ever speak in the game. She gave me a magical acorn and told me the formula for a potion to dispel enchantments. So, let's ask about the Dryad. I have heard that the Dryad of the Wood knows a dispel potion to enchant people with spells upon them. Yeah, because we just told you. Alright, so let's give flowers. Thank you. I often use flowers for Marina's piece in potion making. Here are your silvers. You put them away. Let's see. To make the dispel potion, I still need fairy dust, green fur, magic water, and flying water. So we have 3 out of that 4. It's the fairy dust that we don't have. Let's give fur. Those meeps sure sound interesting. I'd like to meet them sometime. I'll get to work on that potion of yours. And then we still need those 3. Let's give water. The healer makes some sort of arcane gesture over the flask of water, then smiles. Flying water. How clever. And then tells us the other 2 things we need. Let's give the acorn. So you help the Dryad. That's nice. She does keep the forest around here healthy, so that's how to make a dispel potion, is it? Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so we got some points for giving her all that stuff, which is nice. Let's see if Bruno's around. Still no Bruno. Sunset approaches on day 6. Well, I am going to show you something, since we have some time to kill. We're going to retread our steps back to that area where the frost giant was. We know to the right there is a blocked path by snow, so we're not going to go that way. And this is where Browgie is, the frost giant. And up here, if you go up, left, up again, to the right, it is a decently large game. You'll see more snow. If you go to the right again, there you go. What is this place? So I'm going to save the game here. And I'm going to call this save Mount Magic. Okay, let's look around. Look at mountain. All of the mountains you can see are covered with snow, except for the one to which the path leads. Alright. A sign appears. It reads, Bienvenue à Mont Magie. Another sign appears. It reads, Now go home. Okay. Now, I happen to know climbing this mountain with very little health points is dangerous. But we have some, so we're okay. So let's climb this mountain. You feel as though you just scaled the Matterhorn in full armor. What a climb. After you finally catch your breath, you see that you have reached the rather eccentric-looking house that you saw from below. There's an ugly-looking gargoyle from the above the entrance. Stand fast! Alright, I just missed that text. What is your name? Okay, my name is Matches. Who do you seek here? So, you might not know who lives here, your first playthrough, but I happen to know who it is. So I'm going to say Erasmus, because I know that's who lives here. What is the Baron's first name? The third question is always completely random, and I happen to know his name is Stefan, so Stefan. That is correct. The wizard will now see you. Go directly up to the tower. Do not dally. Now, as a thief or a fighter, you have no business going in here. That way, they don't give you any points for actually doing anything with the wizard, but they do give you points for going into the house. This room is full of odds, ends, and stuff. The wizard must be a real character. So much stuff to look at in here. Look at coffin. Dredging up your ancient Egyptian, you translate the hieroglyphs. She of the golden hair. There is an excerpt from the Rosella Stone. There is a picture next to the message. Now for King's Quest fans, this is Rosella, Graham's daughter, from King's Quest IV, a game that came out around the same time. So, that's a little in-joke. Look. Tomb. Look. Sarcophagus. Same thing. Look. Lizard. Look. Dinosaur. Plane. You have no idea what it is, but it has the words Lytton PD inscribed upon it. That's obviously also an inside joke, but I actually don't know what that is. A little peacock over there. Look, peacock. The poor stuffed peacock seems bedraggled, worn, and overused. Ooh, let's look at it again. You admire the plumage on the peacock. Look, dragon. It was a moderately large and fearful dragon at one time. Look, shelf. The books on the shelves of the bookcase appear to be very old, very rare, and very magical. You find titles like Zen and the Art of Magical Maintenance, How to Be a Halfling, The Sensuous Succubus, and Tobin's Spirit Guide Volume 2, Asmodeus de Casper. That's Ghostbusters reference. Look, Knight. Look, armor. The suit of armor was made for someone much taller than you. The plaque underneath it reads, Bequeathed by Colonel Gulden Dijon. That is obviously a reference to, the Laura Bow game. Another Sierra game, and the Colonel's Bequest. So let's look at that rat. Look, mouse. Look, wizard. Your eyes are drawn to the eyes of the figure in the portrait. His intense stare is unnerving. This would not be someone to trifle with, for he looks subtle and quick to anger. Okay, so, there's a lot of things here that you can look at. The pattern is obscured by age. Look, ball. The ball of light flows magically over the center of the room. Look, shield. The shield looks like it belonged to one of those once-and-future kings. King Arthur reference. And that's all I'm going to do for this video. Fenris, our guest has arrived. I can't really pause it. Well, that's just the closest thing I can do to pausing it. Because these guys will talk on forever without you being able to say a word. But thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.